Hey everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper. I hope you're doing well today. Today is October 30th of 2025, and I have some really cute cards to show you that I've been working on. Just some really cute ones I think that you're going to like. In fact, I'm going to show you, let me see which one I'm going to show you first. I've had so many cards that I've been making. Let's start with this one first. Do you like that? Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to show you how to make this card, but I'm going to use a different stamp set. I'm going to use the Festive Friends stamp set today. And so, but I just thought that was just so pretty. And let's see, I can't remember. Yeah, I did the inside, and I did bright and happy Christmas wish. There it goes. I didn't know if it was going to zoom in or not, or if it was going to be blurry the whole time. You never can tell with this. So anyway, I've got ink all over me. Y'all just have to forgive me. But let's go ahead and let's get started. And we're going to start cutting the base paper right now. So, and I'm using Secret C. And we're going to be cutting this down to, it's your normal 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to do 5.5 here. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, so we've got that done. And then our next measurement is going to be 4 5/8 by 2 5/8. Okay. And then our next one is going to be the part for our banner that we use. It's going to be 3 7/8 by 1 5/8. Okay, so we've got that part done there. And then the paper I'm using is out of the Traditions of Christmas 12 by 12 paper. And I'm using this part, I'm using this, and then, let's see, and then I'm going to be using this part here. So let's see, I've already got some out, I think, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, here it is up here. Okay. And then I'm also going to be using this. This came with the, what was it, Peaceful? I can't remember the name of it. But I'm going to put this on my website at craftystamper.com. And so you'll have the paper that I used and the measurements and all of that. So don't worry about that. But it came with a Peace on Earth, I think is what it was. It was the paper, the glitter that came with that set. And then here's the other part we're using, and this. And that's it. So let's go ahead and let's cut our designer series paper here. We've got our bases cut. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get let's get this piece here cut. Let me get my measurements over here. Okay, and this part's going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we'll cut the 5 3/8. And then 4 1/8. There we go. Okay, and then that's going to go on our base. And then the next piece is going to be 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. So we're going to do 4 1/2 here by 2 1/2. And that will go on our second layer. And then this will be the piece that we put on our banner. And the banner is going to measure 3 3/4 by 1 1/2. Okay. So we got that done. So we can move this out of the way, and then we'll start piecing all of this together. We can either use your glue, or if you want to use your Stampin' Seal or whatever you want to do. I hate to cover that up, but sometimes you just got to, because with the Festive Friends that we're using today, it's going to be a lot better to use the cutesy in this little pattern than it would be for this one. So let's go ahead. Let's get this put on here. And I don't know if you have noticed, but if you use a little glue and don't get carried away with it, it sets up quicker, but it sticks quicker too. So then you have to kind of pull it up like I'm having to do here, because it's already wanting this. Now, if you use a whole lot of it, then you can wiggle it around. So right now, I'm just trying to get this even all the way around, trying to give it an even border. And it looks like, let's try this one more time here. Like I said, it does stick a lot quicker if you just use a little bit of glue. Hopefully that is good. Well, it could have been a little bit better, but hey, I think it looks fine. Okay, you know what to do anyway, and you can make yours perfect. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take this piece that we cut, and this secret seat, and then we're just going to put, let's see, I think I cut the wrong one. So this one we don't need. I've got to cut it out of this piece of paper here. So let me get my paper trimmer back out and let me cut that and use the correct paper this time. Okay, and so it's 4.5 by 2.5 here. Okay, now we can put that aside, and then this is going to go on here like this. Okay. And I think I may make some adjustments on this card from what I had originally done. We'll see. We'll see once we get going with it. Okay, so we've got that there. And then we're going to put this, we'll go up on dimensionals like that. And then here is where we're going to put this. Is the glitter paper is going to go on top of this, and we're just going to cut a little banner. And you may have a different way of cutting it. I'm just kind of going up here and kind of going to the side to cut it. And it kind of moves with you because it's so thick. The glitter paper is pretty thick. So I did mine like that. And then either you can, if you want more of an edge on it, then you could cut like the top of this just an 1/8 of an inch or something like that. Not very much at all. Or a 1/16 probably be better. Anyway, just a little something if you want more of the banner, more to, I guess, have a trim around it. But I'm happy with that right there. So we're just going to go with this. And just put some glue on it. And then we're just going to place it right here. And it gives just a little border around it. I got a little bit of glue there, but that's going to be okay. Okay, so now we can put that there. And our next thing that we're going to do, let's go ahead and let's get, this is our Festive Friends that we're using today. And we're going to use the little elf from it. And we're also going to use the sentiment, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." So let's go ahead and let's get our little elf stamped. And we're going to color him in using our Stampin' Blends. And let me find my block to put it on. I just had it here. So let's see. May have to get, let me find another one here. All right, I have tons of blocks laying around. All right, we're going to use Memento ink. And just make sure that you get a big enough scrap piece of paper, because we're going to end up using our circle dies, these here, and these are out of the Stylish Shape dies. And we're going to use the largest one on here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to ink him up. See if that's good enough. Just kind of put him in the center. Okay, and that looks good there. I'm going to clean him off and set him aside. And then I need to get out the sentiment that says we wish you a Merry Christmas. And get it out, and I'm just going to place it right underneath. And we're just going to try to get under there and get it even. It feels like I did. I wonked it up. Anyway, I have another one that will be ready for us here in just a minute. So I'm just going to show you how to color it. So you don't want to rock, but for some reason, I guess because I had it, I didn't center it. And I really needed to have done that, but I thought I could get away with it. I could have. It didn't work out for me today. Okay, so let's move that aside. And we're going to be using Real Red. I'm going to see if I can lift this up just a tad. My stand keeps wanting to drop on me, and then everything seems so blurry because I think it's so close. Let's see. There, you can see it there. I hate when it's blurry like that. That just drives me crazy. Oh, let's see. Then you can see all my mess I've got over on the sides of it. Okay. Well, let's just go with it, and we will hope for the best. Oh, I stamped the snowman. What am I doing? My goodness gracious. Let's try that one more time. I don't know what I'm doing. They kind of, I guess, looked a little alike anyway. Did I ever do this kind of thing? Please tell me I'm not the only one that makes the goofy. Okay. Well, now I get a chance to make this correct. So let's see if I can do that. I'm going to take him off. Put him over there. Now let's see if I can make this straight on here. It's a little bit better, isn't it? Not too bad. We'll go with that since the other one looks so bad. Okay. From here, we're going to use our Real Red, and I use the darker shade of it. And I'm just going to color his little hat. And I just went with the same colors that was used in the DSP with the Secret Sea and then the Granny Apple Green. I used the dark Granny Apple Green, and then I used the dark Real Red. I think the lighter shade was, I don't know, it didn't seem as red as I wanted it to be. But now you might like that. If you try this, I'd love to know. I'd love to see your cards and see what you come up with. I've got tons of cards that I can't wait to share with you at the end that I have been working on. We've got that done. We're going to put a little wink of Stella down here on the end. And its little hat he's got on here. Give it a little glitter. And then we're going to get the dark Granny Apple Green. And we're going to color his little hat here. Now, you could leave it white if you wanted to. I think I did a little Santa hat white, but on here, I decided I was going to color him in. And then we're just going to color this. And I'm not worried about trying to shadow and do things like that. I'm coloring this little guy in. Happy with that. And now we're going to get the pecan pie and color in some little hair. These little curls, aren't they cute? He's a cute little guy. And I'm going to get the white secret C and do his little boots here. And I'm going to do this little part here. Do that part. And then just do his little button there. And then next, these are our Stampin' Blends. And these are older. I think they're called something different now. But it's the SU 900 and the SU 1000. And it's just for coloring skin tones and stuff. So I'm going to use the lighter of it. And we're just going to go over his little face. And it doesn't take long to get this colored in. Okay. And so his little face is colored. And then we're going to use the 1000, the SU 1000, and just kind of dot his little cheeks and give him some little rosy cheeks. Isn't that cute? Let's see if I put it up here, if you can see it better. See if it, there we go. Came in clear for a minute, didn't it? Okay. All right. So we've got that. And like I said, I use the Stylish Shapes dies and use this one and just put it around there and cut him out. And then when I did, I got this right here. So there's our little guy here. So okay, so he's ready to, he'll be ready to go on dimensionals. Let's go ahead and let's get dimensionals for this. Let me get my dimensionals out here. And we're just going to go ahead and start putting this together. We're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I just like to use a lot of dimensionals just to make sure that, you know, if you're mailing this card, you don't want it to go anywhere. You don't want it to bend. And anyway, if you just put 3 down through there, it might start bending in on the side. So I just kind of do it like this. So we've got them like that. And here, we're just going to put this on here. And we're just going to kind of place it over to the side a little bit. And just put it together like that. Okay, so our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this up. And I'm going to use some dimensionals here. See if I need to bring them down a little bit more. See how, I think I'm going to bring him in this, the little banner. I think I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. I'm going to put it about, maybe about like that. I don't want to put it in the middle exactly, but okay. So here we're just going to kind of put it right in here. Let's see if that's even. Oops. Okay, I'm happy with that part. Okay, so we have him done, or have that done, and now we're going to work on him, and we're just going to put some dimensionals up here and then at the bottom and put a little bit of glue on the back of it. So let's go ahead. Let's get some dimensionals here. And then we're going to get some here. Put them down here at the bottom. And then we're going to put, let's make sure that that's good. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue at the back of it. I've got a kitty cat wanting to climb up in my lap, and we'll have to get her down. You may hear her. All right, so let's just get this. And this is our Tombow glue, but I just put it in this because it has the little the little spout here that the glue comes in. So it makes it easier on a lot of things that I use. And we don't need to put him upside down. So let's see if we've got him here. I need to move him over just a tad. Get him lined up there. Okay. Oops. Here comes the cutie. Come on, baby. Hop down, baby. Hop down. Okay. So we've got that done, and that looks good there. And then, do y'all remember the peppermint embellishments that we had last year? Well, that's what I'm going to use on this. I thought that was really cute. So we're just going to take some. We'll take one of the big ones, and we'll put it right here. And take one of the smaller ones and put here. And then take one of the medium-sized ones and put it right here. I thought that looked really cute. And then also, I've got somewhere on my desk in the middle of all of this stuff, I have some ribbon. And let's see. I don't think I stuck it back up, but let me see. No, I didn't. I have some more here I could use. I hate to open up another one when I know it's just right here on my desk. I just can't find it right now. But you know what happens every time when the video ends, all of your stuff magically appears. So now we get to see if we can figure out where the starting point is with this. And they don't make it easy. Maybe I need to search a little bit harder for my. What in the world could I have done with it? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we got this. All right, and so here I'm just going to circle this around my fingers. And then we are going to put this on our little elf, our little circle, and make him all cute and festive. I think these are the cutest. And I think I may put him over to the side. On my other one, I did him kind of like up in here, but it was because I had put this down lower. So I kind of needed a place to put some things up here and kind of fill in because I left so much room up there. Let me get this a little bit straighter there. All right, so let's get our glue dots. And we're just going to set it right there. Kind of catty cornered here. Now we got that. Now let's do the inside of it. Let's get us a piece of cardstock here. We're going to use the basic white cardstock. We're going to move a little card out of the way. Oops, I got it upside down. Okay, so here we're just going to cut it at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. And then I'm going to use the Christmas tree out of this set. And I'm going to stamp it in the Granny Apple Green. Okay, I'm just going to stick it right here. And then I'm going to take the Secret C and I'm going to use a Merry Christmas. Let's see if I can find my stamp set that I have. Here. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas out of the Ornamental Christmas. It's such a pretty font, I think. And so we're just going to, and I'm doing it in Secret C. And we're just going to kind of stick it right up in here. Okay. So we've got that. And that's all I did to the inside. You could put some of the designer series paper in there if you wanted to, but I was with that. I thought that little tree was cute and just went really well with the little fun, the wrong one, the little fun, well, what did I do with my card now? Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible when you lose everything. Okay, here we go. I found it. Now let's put a little bit of glue on this. I've got some more glue somewhere. I'm going to roll this bottle up. It's about gone. All right, so I'm going to put this here. And there we go. Our card is finished. And isn't that just the cutest little card? All right, so let's move this stuff out of the way. And let's bring in the cards that I want to show you. All the cards I've been making. Okay, so I showed you this one, which is the one that says Merry and Bright. Such a cute card. I love the colors in that one. And then here's this one. I thought that one turned out pretty. And did you see I turned the banner up and down this way instead of going across on it? Thought that was really cute. Then we've got this one. And I did the same thing here. And look at the inside. Isn't that pretty? Thought that was really pretty. And then here's one using the, what is it? Peace on Earth, I think is what it's called. I know that's what the sentiment says, but I think the bundle is called that, or the suite. All right, so I did that one. I did this one using the Aurora. Thought that one turned out cute. And then this is one that I think is just so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I just love that paper and the colors and everything. All right, so we move that one over. And then this is an autumn one here. Thought that one turned out cute. Love all the colors in it. Then I've got another one. Oh, no, that's a different one. But I will show you this. It's not set up the same, but I did work on that one. I just had it in the wrong stack. And then here is another one that's based off this. Using the little banner and everything. So thought that one turned out cute too. Well, all right, guys. I thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I will put this up on my website at craftystamper.com. You can go over there. It'll have all the measurements and the picture of the card that we did today and the paper and stuff that I used. So I hope you have a great day. And don't forget, there's a sale going on right now. It ends the 31st, so you've only got through tomorrow. But you can, it's just a really good deal to sign up right now. It's $35 and you get $125 worth of product. So, and there's no commitment if you don't like it. If you get in there and decide you don't like it, you don't have to do anything. So there's a couple of different specials. And then there's another one that is $99, I think, for $185 worth of product. So just really good deals going on right now. So if you think that you might want to join and get a discount, you can save 20% and just be a hobby demonstrator. So just wanted to tell you about that. Well, I hope you have a good day and I will catch you next time. Bye.